Hey you guys, we have a Buffalo Wild Wings mukbang tonight. Time to get the hair back. It's crazy, it's in knots. But it's okay. We have some new desserts to try and some new wings to try, along with my favorite, the garlic parmesan wings. It's all boneless. I also wanted to try like the buffalo sauce, but I decided to do it in a medium spice because I like spice, but like a little bit. I'm a little nervous with the hot. So we would do medium and just see what we think. So let's get into it. Yay, I'm hungry. Of course, we don't have any forks. Every time. It just sucks because one of the desserts needs a fork, but oh well. None in here. Well, like, I go up to get my order, nobody's like there, and then all of a sudden somebody says my name and I kind of get a little freaked out. Not in a bad way, just like in I thought I have to ask for my name. Also, my name was said wrong, by the way. And so yeah, and then the worker was trying to like make sure I got all my stuff, so I didn't really ask. I just wanted to make sure I got my sauces because that was almost forgotten, and no can do. We have this yummy cheesecake. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna try it. We'll try to just like real quick. I'll have to eat it later, but let's just try it kind of like this and see. Some of this crust came off. Let's do that. It's kind of frozen right now. I'm not always a cheesecake type girly. Sorry, I just don't have a fork. Kind of plain, kind of the least amount of flavor. That's how I feel. I do like it still, and I will eat it later because I get hungry at night. So, but now I need to wet one. Unless if I really don't like something, I try to not let my food go to waste because it's like money and try to be more careful with my spending the older I'm getting. Unless if I really despise it or really can't eat it, I'll give to family or throw away. Or if I happen to be hanging with a friend, I'll give to a friend, but not always the case, so yeah. Let's save the brownie for later because let's try the wings. I like to eat boneless with, you know, a fork, but we didn't get one. So, oh well, it's okay, we'll survive. All right, let's try this like medium spice and see what we think. We need the ranch, y'all, because it could be spicy. Okay, yeah, little kick. Why are people honking at this late at night? It's almost 11 p.m. so everywhere in this plaza is practically closed except for Buffalo Wild Wings, but I don't know if Carl's Jr. stays open late or not. I think they might actually still be open. Yeah. Ooh, that's hot. I like it. The kick comes after. This was a good one for me to try. So we also got garlic parm because I was like, I need something else. These are both honestly good. I mean, I love the garlic, but I like that medium too. I could get used to it. I will say, I'm not into my ex-situationship anymore, obviously. Well, I'm embarrassed. Happens when you're single for far too long. Never had I ever had romantic thoughts of him at night. I am ashamed. I know. It's my mind's fault. You know, I haven't talked to this guy in forever. I thought I was gonna have to because something came up, but I didn't have to. So obviously I didn't. But anyways, I bring him up because I was looking over my last Buffalo Wild Wings mukbangs and I did do a story time on it, so don't worry, I'm not gonna full send like story time. Go watch a previous video about it, but my childhood friend, I'm not really close with this friend anymore, just life happens. And then college crush and I all like went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Go watch that video that I posted like a long time ago going over the story time and the details, but when I think of Buffalo, sometimes I think about a really embarrassing story time. Yeah, but it's funny because I don't know if I told this part, maybe I did, but like where I'm parked is kind of where the three of us were all parked. We were getting like Buffalo Wild Wings at like 11 a.m. and like nobody could speak. Because we met up a little before that and we were all like tired. Honestly, I would have held off eating the whole entire day because I know myself, especially when I have a crush, I get nervous. My college crush in particular wanted food, so. Not gonna be like, no, I have nerves. Yeah, and stomach problems. But anyways, embarrassing. Yeah, I already shared about the story time, but we were all in the parking lot. Maybe I shared this part, maybe not. I don't remember. We all collectively as a group didn't know if they were open or not at 11 a.m. My friend and I, we were both like too shy and like didn't want to make the phone call. Like we don't like to make like phone calls. And then without a doubt, he just like looks them up and calls them and is like, are you open at 11 a.m.? And we were just like, what? Like looking at each other like, what? I will say one other moment after the lunch, college crush did randomly bring up Quarantine Boy. We were talking about college things, like college past. I just remember he brought his name up, and that was another moment that like my friend and I at the time were like, what? Why is is he getting brought up? And I don't even remember the context. I do a little bit. It was just like, we were just talking about like the college friend group, which makes sense. And then he got brought up and it was like, what? We were like looking at each other like, what the heck is going on? This video is kind of more of a taste test. So I'm gonna finish everything at home because I want to make sure I get home safely. Because everyone in the plaza is like closed, but I wanted to eat everything first while it was warm. Let's try the brownie before we go. But every time, yeah, I go to Buffalo, I think about that embarrassing story time where I had a really upset stomach and had to go to the bathroom. I did a whole video where I talked more about it, so go watch it on my channel, like I said. But being in this parking lot in particular, I remember like that little moment too. It was crazy. When college crush and I parted ways, we kissed at the end. Yeah, and I don't like regret that we kissed, but I not necessarily wish that we didn't kiss. I wanted to kiss him because I wanted to know if there was still like physical chemistry left, but I felt bad of how I went about it because apparently I forced it, and I was like, well, I never want to force something. I just wanted to know if it was there because I was like, I don't know if we'll ever have another opportunity, and I didn't want to sit and think what if for the rest of my life. And I feel like partial bad, but partially I don't, because I wanted to know. He could have done better. So I'm gonna say yeah, cause I guess like remembering his POV that he felt like it was forced, yeah, I guess it wasn't that great as I envisioned it to be. But that's why I'm glad the kiss happened, because I just wanted to know. No, because I communicated with him being like, it's not gonna make us boyfriend girlfriend. I just want to know if the chemistry's there, if we ever decided like in the future to be boyfriend girlfriend. That's why I was genuinely curious, and that's what I communicated. It was like, no, we're not gonna be a couple. I just wanted to see if it was there. I guess it was fine, but yeah. And then obviously we didn't become boyfriend girlfriend. It's okay. No regret in that sense though, because I wanted to know if it was there. I didn't want to like sit around for the rest of my life like right now being like, oh, was that there, you know? But I don't know, I still kind of wish I could have went about it differently. I don't know, a little bit. I never want to force a guy to kiss me. All right, let's eat this. Let's try a bite. So this is like a what's the name? Gadari. No, I know the name. Gadari chocolate? No, not Godiva. I miss a Godiva though. I feel like that was so popular at Kohl's for so long. Gadari. You guys know. I'm not saying it right. That type of chocolate in this brownie. Yeah, reheated will taste so much better, but it's a darker texture. Yum, I love everything chocolate. I'm gonna heat that up at home. With these kind of things, if they're not heated in the store, you only gotta do it for like 10 seconds. The longer you have it in the microwave, it doesn't taste good, but 10 seconds gets the job done because it melts the chocolate, but it doesn't change much. And you have to eyeball it, yeah. You guys, that was a really fun taste test. I'm going to save all this at home, don't worry. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. My name is Melanie, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye, love you.